Hi guys, how you all doing? Hope you're doing well. So today's video, I want to come and quickly talk to you about the new Makeup Addictions Cosmetics eyeshadow palette that they recently came out with. It's called the Meadow palette and this is what it looks like. It's such a beautiful palette, guys. It comes with, just like the normal Makeup Addiction eyeshadow palettes, it comes with 8 eyeshadows and the pans in this are really decent size eyeshadow pan. 3.5 grams of eyeshadow each, which is 0.12 ounces, okay, of eyeshadow. So you are getting quite a bit of eyeshadow in each pan. Now this retails for, I believe, around the £25 mark, but I'll put the correct price in this video for you, and I'll have a link to it down below as well. I just love the color range in this. I was immediately drawn to the orangey red shade that you can see here, and it is what I'm using on my eyes today. And I did do a whole makeup look using this eyeshadow palette, which may be up already, and I'll quickly run through which shades I used. So on my base I used this shade here, which is like it's like a tan kind of color, and it's a matte finish, and I used that all over my lid just to set my concealer when I did my eyes. And then in my transition area I used this reddish brown shade here, which is gorgeous, and it's very pigmented, so you only need a little bit and it blends really nicely. And then on my lid, all over my lid, I'm using this shade, which actually on my lid it looks like a green gold kind of shade, but in the pan it looks more blue, but you can see it gives like a shift, a goldish bluish shift to it. But I just sprayed my brush with Fix Plus and used that. In my crease area and my outer V, the darkest shade you can see is this dark shade here, which is this beautiful navy blue shade, which is gorgeous. However, I did find that when I was using this navy blue shade, it was a little bit difficult to blend, but I find that a lot with a lot of navy blue eyeshadows. And then in my inner corner, I have this beautiful gold. It's a stunning color, and you can see it in my inner tear duct area. It's so pretty. So I have used quite a few colors. The only colors I didn't use in this palette is this champagne peachy kind of color here, and this pink and the green as well. I didn't use any of those colors. The consistency of Makeup Addiction Cosmetics eyeshadows is the same. I've done a review of the first palette. I didn't do a review of the second palette for some reason, but I think my favorite palette so far has to be the first palette, but this one I think is my second favorite. The second palette I wasn't too convinced about, but this one is definitely in it because I just love this matte eyeshadow here, and this shimmer shade metallic eyeshadow is gorgeous, and the navy is beautiful as well, and they swatch really nicely. They apply nicely to the lid. The only one I had issues with, as I said, is this navy blue. You can actually remove and place it in a Z palette if you wanted to. I mean, I personally won't, but you can remove it, and there you have the eyeshadow there. And then on the back it does tell you what the name of the actual eyeshadow is as well. So on the reverse side you do have a mirror, and then on the mirror, above the mirror, it says addicted to your beauty within, which is a beautiful statement as well. And then it just flips over. It's a very light palette. All their palettes come in a very similar form. I believe they are coming out with a highlighter palette. I think they are. So can't wait to try that. On the reverse you do have the eyeshadow names as well. So you've got that there, and on the back of the eyeshadows, which is really cool as well. And you've got some more detail here for the eyeshadows. Now, if you are one that doesn't like parabens and stuff, then you won't like these eyeshadows because they do contain parabens and they do contain mica and talc as well. So I'm just gonna quickly do some swatches of these, and yeah, that'll be it really. So I just thought I would quickly just mention this to you. Love these eyeshadows, definitely worth it. So the first eyeshadow I'm gonna swatch for you is this shade called Slate Green, and as I said, on my eyes you can tell that it's green, but in the pan it looks blue and like goldish green, so it's a funny eyeshadow shade. Yes, you can definitely see the color it gives there when I actually swatch it. And when you first swatch it on your hand, it does look blue, and then it kind of just shifts to that green color, but it's such a gorgeous eyeshadow. The next shade I'm going to swatch is the navy blue, which is a matte eyeshadow, and it's called Crushed Blueberry. Now this colour feels quite rough, but look at that pigment, guys. Look at that pigment. Obviously if you're using a brush it would apply a bit differently, but just from using my fingers, this is amazing. And look how much is left on my finger after I've applied it. The next shade I'm going to swatch is this burnt orangey red shade, and it's called Dusk, and that's that shade there. It's beautiful as well. It's a beautiful shade. It's like a red, brown, orange shade, so it's really pigmented. In the swatch, this doesn't swatch as pigmented as the blue, but when you're actually using it, this shade blends really nicely, and it's very pigmented on the brush and when it's applied with the brush. So gorgeous eyeshadow. The next metallic shade I'm going to swatch is this green shadow here, which looks beautiful. I personally haven't used it yet on my lids. It's called Poison Ivy. It looks so nice. Let's swatch it. Ooh. And that's what Poison Ivy looks like. Can you see that? These metallic shades are just stunning, stunning eyeshadows. Then the next shade is this matte peach color, and it's called Sweet Peach. It's really good for like a base color, and this color, this matte color, is the softest of the three mattes in this palette. So that's that color there. Really nice for darker skin tones as a base. Really beautiful color. And then the next color next to that is this pink metallic color, and that's called Pink Blossom, and that's what Pink Blossom looks like. That looks really pretty. It's not my favorite of the metallic shades though. So the next metallic shade is this champagne color here, and that is called Sandstone, and that's what Sandstone looks like. So that's Sandstone swatched there. And then the last color that we have here is this gold, and it's a stunning gold, and it's what I'm using in my inner corner. And can you see that, guys? Yes, yes, yes. And it's called Bronzed Leaf. So pretty. It's my favorite, I think, in this palette. Just swatches so nicely. Can you see that? So those are all the colors swatched there for you. Such beautiful eyeshadow colors. Again, very wearable colors. The only color I probably wouldn't necessarily go towards was this one. So yeah, that's the only color, but the other colors I would definitely easily wear. So guys, hopefully you found that to be useful. As I said, this is still available at the moment. From when I've done this video, it's still available. If it's not available, I'll still put the link down below, and you just need to keep a lookout for when it comes back in stock if not available. If you can get it, I definitely would recommend this palette to you. It's such a good palette. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Take care guys, see you soon. Bye, ciao. This highlight, oh my gosh, this does feel very light on my face. It doesn't feel cakey or anything.